another video. So I just finished filming my African threading method video, and now I'm about to show you how I trim my hair. I usually trim my hair when the ends of my hair start to look a bit crusty. I start to have a lot of single strand knots, a lot of split ends, and it's very hard to comb and detangle my hair, and usually when I detangle my hair I experience a lot of breakage. So I know a lot of people cringe when we talk about trimming hair, and I completely understand because a lot of us want to grow our hair nice and long, but a quote that you'll often hear in the natural hair community is health over length. So if you don't trim your hair might be long, but then it's unhealthy, you have dead ends, you have split ends, you have tangles, and it's just a mess. And in the long run, trimming your hair regularly can actually improve your length retention, because when your ends are dead and tangled and knotted, you experience more breakage than you would if your ends are nice and healthy. So it's been 4 months since my last trim, and it usually takes about 3 to 4 months for the ends of my hair to become a bit chaotic. It's been a struggle detangling my hair, and every time I touch or comb my hair, there's hair all over the floor, which is an indication of breakage. So I'm ready to let the dead ends go and get my hair back to its healthiest state. So when you cut your hair, you need to use the appropriate tool, and I use these hair shears that I purchased from Discam. I don't remember how much they cost, but I don't think it's more than 100 Rand. Using these scissors will give you a nice clean cut. If you use regular scissors that you use to cut paper and all these other things, then it's gonna cut your hair in a very jagged way, and that'll make your hair more prone to split ends. So I really advise investing in hair shears. They're not that expensive, and in the long run they will improve the health of your hair. So I mentioned in the previous video that I like to trim my hair when it's stretched, which is why I did the African threading method in the first place. And it's not nice to trim your hair when it's shrunken or curly, because you might be cutting off more hair than you think. So I filmed the African threading method video earlier today, so my hair is still quite stretched, as you can see. I'm just gonna lightly comb. So I usually make sure that my hair is thoroughly detangled, because in that way I can see the state of my ends. I'm not sure if you can see it clearly, but my ends have a lot of single strand knots. I have a lot of split ends. So I usually trim my hair where my ends start to become a bit see-through. So I go down my hair and I reach that point where my ends are see-through, and I can also feel single strand knots as well. So that's where I want to trim. I don't trim too much, just those places where I can feel there's a lot of damage and my ends are being chaotic. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim this section right here. I'm literally gonna trim that much off. And now my hair is nice and flat and trimmed, and when I touch my ends like this, I don't feel any more single strand knots or crust in general. So that's the first section done, and now I'm gonna move on to the rest of my hair. So this is gonna take some time because we're working in really small sections. This is not something that you want to do when you're in a hurry. So we're gonna detangle, and then we're gonna look to see that part of my hair where my hair is a bit crusty and see-through, and that's what we're going to trim. Like, as you can see, it's nice and full and back to being 100% healthy. So this is literally how much hair I lost, and when you compare that to the hair on my head, it's not that much, and it will all grow back. When you trim your hair looks fuller and healthier. So I really recommend it. If you enjoyed this video, then go ahead and click that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. If you like this video, then go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video.